No, stop everybody.
Because he came in.
This is active.
It can only be two things.
My head.
It's true. Two things.
It can only be two
I didn't
things.
say one.
Two things.
Just now.
So I think the people want to know, why do you go by the name Active?
Let them
Either
know.
we need to
Educate them. Educate them.
or we need to take you to a clinic. So which one is which?
I mean, there's a possibility it's both, isn't there?
To be fair, I don't know. I actually don't know why.
Okay, sit down, speak to the mic, and let us know the origins of the. Push it, push.
As active.
Push it forward if it's gonna be more comfortable. No, you can. If you're, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, yeah, active. Like, how did you get the name active?
Story time.
I need that.
To be fair. I don't know. It's just my lifestyle.
Your
lifestyle.
When did the name active start?
What's your lifestyle
When
concept?
was the first time you was called active?
I mean, it started in uni,
Fair
but obviously I was called it before in college and that, innit?
Fair enough.
But mostly uni, mostly my antics with certain things.
Oh.
Yeah, looks like, I think Joe, you narrowed in on it.
You get me? But yeah, just for uni. Then DJing came in.
Yeah, so obviously, like, that's
it really.
That's DJ active there. So
But obviously, it came from the root of it. The root was actually me being a bad boy in it.
Cool. We have that on record.
You get me? Then DJing came in.
Fair enough, and then you made something of it. Well played.
yeah, then everyone knows them as active. So.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty direct, pretty straight. You know?
That's a business, man.
Didn't really mess around.
Nice little backstory.
Yeah, lovely there. But then now we name as active. Yeah. How many people still get, like, did you not ever have a tag?
Me?
I did as well, you know, that. Suspect.
The worst suspect.
Once again, there can only really be two reasons for this.
I'm gonna go grab that.
Suspect still. I was young though, I was like in secondary school. Or Suspect 2K9.
Suspect 2K9?
Yeah. 2K.
What's the 2K9 for?
2009.
Oh, it might be numb slow.
Okay, that one kind of makes sense. Yeah. They dated it. They were like, you're gonna remember
I thought it was
the
gonna
year.
be a caliber bullet or something.
What?
2K9, I don't know, bro. I heard suspects. All I thought was criminal
What games do
activity.
you play? This guy's a 2K9. Have you ever had a nickname?
Have I got a nickname?
Have you ever had a nickname?
I had a few still, I can't lie. I had a few.
Swear.
I just had short names.
What do you have?
I just had short and versions
Obviously,
of
we
my
have the
name.
G-O.
They have Geo. They
Yeah.
have Gabe, but the only uni ones really called me
Yeah,
Gabe.
but
Gabe.
Yeah.
Gabe.
I had that one still.
No, but Geo's
Gabe is just what the girls call you, though, isn't it?
Hey Gabe.
Hey, Gabe.
I plead the fifth.
What other ones you got?
That's it, bro.
Swear.
That's it.
How many you got?
We don't want to call me something if I
I
had
had
something
bears
in it.
still. I had bears. I had quite a few, man.
Swear.
I had like little trembler.
Little Trembler.
Little
I
Trembler.
had little trembler.
There's a
What
backstory
are
for
you
that
trembling
one.
Nah, it's like
Yeah,
you know,
wait,
it's-
once again.
Bring to our studio today.
There's a similar pattern with all these nicknames.
Trembler, suspect, active, AO.
Nah. It was just like I was just young in it. I was just excited.
What does that mean?
What trembler?
What's
Yeah,
trembling?
what does that mean?
No, what does trembling mean? Let's understand what trembling mean. Or what are you trembling?
No, you know.
I don't incriminate people like that.
What are you trembling?
I know, you know.
What age range were you known as trembler?
Like 14, 15.
What area are you from, bro?
What now? Can it sound?
Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense because you know East London man are different.
Nah. We're cool.
Yeah, East London man are different.
We're cool.
Trembler is making
You know
sense.
more is when
Suspect is making sense.
You know more is when they shout out what area you from. South London. No, the way they East London man go on. It's a bit.
It's making sense.
It's still very noisy.
Yeah, it's very noisy, man. East London was different growing up in it.
Sad area, man.
To there. You still live in Canton now? Yeah. Oh, okay. Also, you lived there your whole life.
Yeah, I went there 2007 from Ilford.
From Ilford?
Yeah.
From Ilford?
It's kind of town.
Okay.
Been there ever since.
You're not that age. You have no choice of what you do in life, to be honest.
True. As in what? Just where your parents uproot you
There's more time.
pick you up and take you. That's it, really.
There's even. You have to feel it for the ones that are on road. The ones that are on road, yeah, from let's say an early age, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And then your parents will literally
This guy went from 14 to 18 and he said
No,
age.
but No, okay, 14 to 18, yeah. Because you don't really have no control of where you live at 14 to 18, innit?
Yeah, that
so
is
let's
true.
say you're on road at 14 to 18, your
Do
parents
you
come
mean
at-
like on road as in you're doing road?
You're
or
doing
do
road,
you-
you're on road.
Mm-hmm.
Then what do you call it? Your parents uproot you and you're now transferred to enemy territory. What are you doing, bro? What are you actually doing?
You're not doing road no more.
You're not.
Well, unless you
What
want
do
a
you
place to live, innit? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm married to the streets, so you really?
No, but I'm sure the sins of your past will still follow you.
You think so?
Always,
You don't think so?
always,
The
always.
shades of your
Yes
past
and
will
no,
follow you.
innit?
They'll catch you somehow.
Even
think
like,
so?
yeah, even
You think
even
if
like
you were doing road at 14, it'll follow you to like you're like 18?
if you're doing madnesses on road at 14
If you've
to,
left the ends though.
no, when you say left the ends,
So
when you say left the ends, what do you refer to? Because I'm talking about if your mom, let's say, if your mom's, you live in a location, you have ops in another location, your mom has picked you up and gone to your ops
they'll
location.
find-
okay, yeah, okay, alright, that's different.
peak.
Yeah, that's different. That's very, very long.
Uprooting you
You
out
have
of
to let your
ends.
mom.
No what? No what?
She said this is where the council gave
This
us.
is what the this is where the council gave us. What's
No,
that?
but deep it though, if your mom is taking you to where you just chinged my man,
You're dead.
There's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do.
You have to tell mom, mom, look, you're not gonna like
techie,
this.
bro,
Yeah, like, listen.
No, okay, no, but even
Even a gang.
but even
I mean, a gang.
even that conversation
bad
itself is
gang.
techie. A gang.
Gang?
But even if you told her, she even understood. Let's say a lot of the time, they come from is housing, is council housing. Council has told you you're moving here, bro. Like if you're not moving here, you're going on the streets. What are you doing?
True, still.
I mean, it's true, but
You go live with your boy, bro. You go live you
You go live with your boy.
go live with your boy, fam.
Oh, this my hair. Okay.
Just for my man.
This guy came in to the average height up.
Worldwide.
Take a seat. Where do you record?
Listen, bro.
Yes, it'll be you.
Man, like,
Shuku sheka.
Right, man. I finished work, fam.
Oh yeah, you were matching, bro.
What
The way
I thought it'd be cute to take pictures in the we'll do that. We'll do that.
yeah,
Yeah.
why not?
It's my first time out since lockdown.
How you feeling, bro?
Same shit, man.
that's actually the more same shit. Cause
We covered a couple things actually.
What was you man talking about?
we were just
Suspect.
No, we
it
can't.
really from suspect.
We learned a few more things.
Yeah,
still.
we learned a few more nicknames.
Suspect, trembles. Is it trembles?
Not
Trembler.
There's a difference.
My bad, Trembler.
This nigga just give you his whole biography.
Yeah.
So
Trembler.
what else?
Trembler,
What else did you
Trembler.
talk about?
Or what were we talking about?
As in, yeah. What else did you guys?
Conversation. I don't know how we got
We
into this. We
diverged.
started speaking about
Random on
if your mum moved you into your up ends. I don't know how we
at
got
the
into
age,
that.
at the age, the scenario was at the age of between 14 and 18. You don't really have any dictation of where you live, yeah. So let's say someone's been on roads from the age of 14 to 18. Your mom has now uprooted you and you're moving to your opposite location or your opposite area.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
You have to tell them you're in a gang.
What are you doing?
That's it.
Yeah.
No,
that was an option.
That
was an option.
That's it.
Do you know why that's gay? That's why a lot of people die. You know? Because has people said no one's saying they're margin that they're in a gang.
Yeah.
No one's saying.
Yeah.
But even if you do, I don't think it's gonna change much.
No. If your mom knew that you're deep in a gang,
Sorry.
and there's a risk of you losing your life.
You weren't here.
Yeah,
You weren't
tell her
here.
you're
Let me
in
phrase.
danger.
Yeah. You weren't
I'm in
here for
danger, I need help.
for the thought process behind it. We said yeah.
He's doing it straight.
No mixer.
He's a rapper, fam. Leave him.
April 12th.
What does that even mean?
He's about the life. He does this on a daily basis.
Let's talk.
It's a
Wait, were they laughing because he just backed his show away or something?
Let's talk.
My guy needs to pick me up.
So what we're saying? First of all, if you're from 14 to 18, let's say pushing past, you've been on the roads, yeah, and your mum's moving out of yard. You're not moving.
You're not moving. You're not moving. You're not moving.
You go hostel or
I
something.
feel you go somewhere.
You're not moving.
Go to the local church. You're not moving.
That's just it, man.
Fair
I
enough.
just grabbed it.
Yeah, no. I just wanted to make sure that I can hear him properly. But
No, because if they're really depends in it. Depends on what degree you're on road, innit? But if you're really
about
on
this,
road,
You've been caught bodies. Like,
then you're not moving,
bro. Like,
unless you're going crunch. Unless you're moving out.
You're moving out.
How long are you staying there for?
Honestly,
Forever.
you know.
Fair enough, innit?
Build a new line.
fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough, lads. I think what I'm gonna do.
Should we do the intro early?
Yeah, might just have to
Just
do
because
it
certain us will
this
forget,
time,
like.
Honestly, I think this is the earliest we've done it.
This is the earliest we've done it in a long time. We don't wait till a half hour. Obviously, we've got a few guests in the house today. We've got 2 guests in the house today. I've got to man them in the house. I'm gonna run the intro, point at you, and then you're gonna say your name, essentially, or what you want to be known as on the pod, essentially. Is that fine?
Why?
I don't know why he's
Why
laughing.
is he laughing at it?
I don't know why he's laughing.
You have to say all of the above, just so.
Nah, it's not.
Say all of the above.
He should introduce himself
I'll
as
say that's
active.
Trembler.
Trembler.
Rah.
You
So
lot
this
are
episode is featuring AO and Trembler. Is that what it is?
I don't know what he's talking about now. Yeah. Let's go. Yeah. You're now locked into the Unfiltered podcast, a podcast where we talk about life, relationships, and dilemmas. On the pod today, we've got
David.
and then we've got
G.O.
and then we've got
Active.
and then we've got on the pod today. What are you man saying?
I'm disappointed. I was waiting to hear Trembler.
What are you man saying today?
Wait. No, go on.
Me,
Yeah, what are you man saying?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm blessed.
I'm good, man.
I'm lovely. I'm amazing. Yeah.
Took a little break.
I'm good and I'm happy to be here. What did you say?
So I feel like we took a little break as well, so it's
been
good, man.
ages. I think when we walked in here, Joe was saying when's the last time we recorded.
We needed to catch up.
I think it's been 3 weeks.
Yeah.
After
Yeah,
back to
we
back.
had
to
too
Do you
back.
know
much.
what I deeped as well, yeah?
Yeah.
Every time we take a break from recording, Joe always comes back with a fresh trim.
Okay,
No, he
Whoring out.
always has.
Whoring out.
So we
Who's
talked
the man?
From whoring out.
we talk. I said from whoring out. We talked about this when he first came in. I was like, where is he getting the barber from? And
That's
why-
the question.
Why aren't the feds stopping him?
true.
Because clearly it's too fresh and
It's too fresh. It's weekly.
And then
Clear,
and
it's
then
clear
it's
truth.
gone and he said to me that how am I sure that he don't cut his own hair? And then I was like, oh, mad.
Fair enough.
True. Everyone else that's not cutting their hair, we're all mad.
Yeah.
No,
All of us-
that's just media prepped. He's media prepped.
It's ready.
Yeah,
He's ready for your friends to stop him.
While he was in the mirror getting his hair cut, he was practicing. What's my excuse?
That's a brand to
How
protect.
do you know? How do you know? Because you rehearsed that one. Came out too fast.
Fair enough. Dive.
Oh,
Yeah.
I did want to ask you, man. So fucking, when SALTBAE comes to London, are you lot letting them feed you meat?
And who?
So big.
When SALTBAE,
Who's that?
Trembler. Listen.
You know the guy.
The shop is open, innit?
yeah,
shop,
yeah. Are you lot letting them put meat in your mouth?
Why you phrase like that?
Okay, so
What
I'm
phrase is that?
gonna give.
No, because
I'm gonna give a proper.
that's already loaded. That's already a loaded question.
To me, it's a loaded question, bro.
It's not that loaded. Fucking hell. Asking
Call
if you're gonna let some man put meat in your mouth.
You
A slow as meat.
see, it's loaded, fam.
It's not loaded.
it is,
It's
it's
it's pretty simple.
It's pretty simple.
But here's what I'm gonna say. So have you seen the videos?
Have you ever seen the
Yeah,
video?
you're him doing this thing, innit?
Yeah, but
No,
so basically,
no.
so when you go to this restaurant.
Oh, the fork, and he just
Yeah.
goes.
Yeah,
So in the back.
Yeah.
So obviously,
You say you saw it in the buy.
So
Snap.
someone's
Oh,
Nah,
so you know,
That's
okay,
Trembler, oh.
okay. So
was
you see the SALTBAE brother, yeah?
I don't, but carry on.
You don't know the guy that puts salt on meat like this.
I've come off Twitter again. I've come off
No, this guy's been
old
out
though.
for
I
years.
don't know him.
Jesus Christ.
man.
Fuck have we gone the
Well,
pod today?
honestly,
Fuck,
On the
man.
rocks, mate.
Slave, man.
give him a short.
fucking hell. Right, so there's this guy here, like his restaurant's known for like good meat, like good steak. Why is everyone
Hey, pause.
Pause.
fucking hell?
Ah,
We're really
gang,
gonna be
gang,
childish,
gang,
aren't we?
gang, gang.
Anyhow, now like so he's got this thing where like they'll bring the steak to your front, he'll slice it, and then he'll with the knife he'll pick like a slice, and then like put it in his guest's mouth or something like that. And then obviously, because his restaurant's so expensive, there was man initially doing it because they thought it was a flex. So they would go like it'd be gold plated steak.
It initially was a
And,
flex.
And then people started snap. No one knew they was doing this. This guy was just going to Dubai, letting another man put meat in the mouth until somebody started snapping it, and then they came on the TL, and then everyone was like, "Wait, what is this strange thing?" And then recently,
I bet that's part of the service, though.
part of the
service.
I bet that's part of the service.
A strange man putting meat. Gio, okay, let's not answer the question. Gio,
Wait. Calm. It's calm. I think it's calm.
It's calm.
Letting a man put meat in your mouth.
Letting another man.
It's fine to let a man serve you food. It's very calm.
Wait. To cut steak. Wait. Let me
food and serve you. It's very simple.
Alright, so
Do you know how he's collecting this meat in his mouth? He's opening his mouth like this.
Like dolphin. Like he's dangling thing. And you do your mouth is going up.
Wait.
You are doing eye contact with another man. You're bending like this.
Wait.
He's playing with it so that he decides when it comes to it. He's dipping it down like that.
This is the problem. This is the problem with the
Gio's
situation.
about to be the healthy one.
No. This is the problem with the situation.
I want toxic men on this pod, man.
Here we go, Gio. Wait, first of all, are you letting?
Can I answer?
Yes or no? Are you letting?
Let me answer.
So you're gonna let
let me answer.
go?
No, but that's what you said. But let me answer.
Dangle meat.
Let me answer.
As you look at him, as you look up at him, you're letting another man do that to
it's
you.
fine, man.
Jesus.
It's fine. I will.
It's food. It's food.
You're getting served. It's a service.
No. My problem is you go to the restaurant and you know that this is how they serve food. This is the expectation.
No. They serve it on the plate as well. Stop this.
No.
It's service, bro.
Everybody else is eating it on the plate.
It's not
just like
it's
like you know how like in like certain restaurants like they'll bring the chef out so you feel special. So they'll pick like a few tables and then do that. And obviously you pay for that service.
The point still stands. You've gone to the restaurant and you know even if it was a possibility that this was going to happen, you've gone to the restaurant knowing that this is a possibility. If you weren't trying to have that service, don't go to the restaurant. It's actually as simple as that.
No, you can just say
that you don't want him to dangle.
So you can't just say I don't want him to dangle with my. I must now know.
No, don't. I'm big capping.
You're big.
Everyone knows SALTBAE. Everyone knows SALTBAE for this, and everyone knows SALTBAE for the food and the mouth thing. That's how
you can say no. And you can. I'm not gonna lie.
You can't say no, bro.
When your chef has his like chef special, and maybe he does his meat raw, and you can say, "Can I have the chef special, but I want it well done." And you do it well done.
You're paying for the service.
It's your service.
You can say no, but then what's the point of going to the restaurant?
For the food.
You people, you're actually missing the point. You're missing the point.
So wait, Gio, you're going to SALTBAE's restaurant
to get pizza.
Yes
Everyone understood.
or no?
Everyone's understood. Everyone's understood this SALTBAE thing as I understood as a flex initially, especially from the buy.
Okay.
That this whole gold plated steak or whatever you want to do,
really, really expensive.
and then they feed in the mouth. But I understood that's the whole process. So. You've gone to the restaurant. You've gone purposely to SALTBAE, who's known for this.
You're repeating this thing.
Yeah, because you're acting. You people are trying to act as if I'm moving mad.
Okay, Gio, wait.
It's even logical.
Gio, wait.
It's not logical that I want to eat the food, and if I don't want him to dangle it in my mouth, I shouldn't go to the restaurant.
Gio, you personally,
would I do it?
Yeah.
I will allow me to.
I think you try as well.
Yeah.
You think I'll try?
Yeah, I think you try as well. I will allow me to.
I'll be very uncomfortable. I'll be very uncomfortable doing it. I can't lie.
Why do you think I'll do it?
There's even finesse with how you do it though.
No, there's no.
There is. Wait! Don't do that. The reason why this even dropped back on the tail the reason why this even dropped back on the tail is because there was a man with his girl and his girl was doing like this.
So now this is the second question. This is the second question. Now, this is the second question because this clip they're talking about, yeah. So it was very, very seductive on video. Like she wasn't trying to do. I don't think the girl was trying to do too much, but
I don't think she's doing too much.
SALTBAE has come with the meat now, and she's like, I think she's gone and actually said that she wants her meat, right? And then he's brought and dangled the food out.
This whole sounds like roleplay. She wants her meat, he comes out, dangles it.
anyhow now, like she's opened the mouth in the restaurant, and like she's so happy that he's gonna do it, but her man's literally right next to her, and I'm not gonna lie, no one's watching that thinking, you want your girl to be doing that next to you.
Man. It's embarrassing, man.
Yeah, but
shaming me.
I don't think that was doing too much.
You don't think it was?
I think it was doing too much. I wouldn't even lie to you. The Twitter outrage was doing too much.
I don't care about. We don't care about Twitter. Twitter is anyways.
Yeah, we'll talk about us in general.
Okay,
would you be
again, President Gio,
My girl, won't even say yes to it. She knows me.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
She knows
Exactly.
Yeah, 100.
She knows me, 100%. She didn't.
Fair enough.
I can't lie.
It's a play thing.
If I haven't seen the video, but I'm just imagining, I don't think I would care.
I don't think
If
I'll
it was
care
my
either.
girl, and there's just,
my girl
I mean,
is
I haven't
not
seen
blowing.
it, so maybe if I see it,
Do you know what it is?
But I'm just imagining, so she's gone there, she's like, oh my god, so
No, he's right next to her. Like the guy's like her man is in between her and SALTBAE, and then she's just like
It's the way she's done
she's
it.
lunged,
They've just
opened that tongue
Oh,
out, looking
God.
at him up like that, like he's the best thing.
A little floor foreplay. Like,
Yeah, it's very, very flirtatious. And like, forget that. Even if it wasn't flirtatious, yeah, are you a hungry bastard? Like, just wait for him to come close to you. Like, why are you doing all of that?
Yeah, that was.
Do you, I feel like you have something you want to get off your chest.
Don't do that. I don't think it was that big of a deal, in all honesty. I think people just chose to over sexualize what.
I'm not talking about Twitter in general.
No, I'm talking about the video. That's what I'm saying. I'm talking about the video.
Okay.
I think you have to low-key incorporate Twitter. I'm
on. Obviously, the video stemmed from Twitter, so I'm on about. Obviously, that's why I saw it. But I think what Colin's saying more so is like he's just taking the scenario and saying like, imagine in real life you're a girl.
So
like,
imagine in real life. Yeah, I don't think I'll care.
Fair enough.
Is a.
And you two, you wouldn't care about eating off the steak, you wouldn't care about him dangling your food.
Yeah, I wouldn't care. It obviously depends how you do it.
What do you mean depends how you do it?
No, but you see,
you want him to dangle it gently.
No, I wouldn't know. You want him to look in your eyes throughout.
a slow descent.
You want him to look in your eyes throughout, or what do you
Do
want?
you know is it?
What exactly does he want?
there's
Just about how you do it.
Before this thing blew up, there's been bare man that
You don't
taken.
want the meat dry, you want it wet.
Yeah, you're wrong. Yeah. You're wrong.
There's been bare man that take that have what do you call it? That have fuck, you people are gonna take and you want it for everything. There's been bare man that have enjoyed the experience of
No, you know.
there's been bare man that have
Say, bear man have enjoyed the meat. You're foul.
there's been bare people that have what do you call it? Have eaten the steak from the knife, and what do you call it? It hasn't been taken in any out of context other than just enjoying the meal. So,
And I think you can.
he's a
I
real man.
think
He said
where
no, not
the whole thing that I was coming from was the fact that.
are you watching it? Yeah.
Are you watching the video?
I think so. I'm not sure the right one or not.
Let me see.
The right one.
No, that's not
That's
the right
what.
one.
That's one.
He's too hyped.
That's one of the guys saying he doesn't want it.
Yeah, that's how it should be.
Yeah, because he was saying that if you say that if
No.
you say you don't want him to feed you thing from the mouth, you just shouldn't go. And that's my thing that I don't agree with. If I'm not comfortable with him feeding me food from the mouth, I'm not comfortable. I've paid for the rest of the
I don't
service.
know, man. Like,
But
let's look at where this originates. You know, when you think of being fed, you think of a nice buff thing. You're a white Greek emperor.
Yeah, that's the one that
They've
won.
got grapes. They're dangling
that's
in
the
your
one.
mouth. The grapes is a girl. Dangling the grapes in your mouth. You're living luxurious. You know, it's the life.
I
But
just thought
now,
it was serving and not serving, but like interesting.
Nah, man. I'm not hearing it, Gio, but cool.
each to their own.
So you wouldn't?
Nah, there's no way.
You
I'm
wouldn't let it
letting
go
her
either?
feed- My girl's a bit different, isn't it?
Why should go different?
Because she's not me.
No, but why?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
That's an answer. That has answered the question.
As in, I'm not letting my girl do it, or I'm not.
No, you
comfortable with my
said
girl doing it.
you let your girl do it, innit?
Yeah, I'll let my girl do it.
But you wouldn't do it.
I wouldn't do it
But so what's the difference?
because if my girl's doing it, I won't think she's doing it seductively.
But you think you're doing it seductively.
That's not what I said.
He just doesn't
But
want.
that's what you just implied.
No, that's not what I said. I said
preference is
I
that you
wouldn't do it
won't do
because I'm not comfortable with it. But my girl can do it if she's comfortable with it, and I know that if she's comfortable with it, she's not doing it seductively.
Okay, fair enough.
Don't try that.
Don't do that.
No,
You
no.
said
He tried it. He tried
You
it.
tried to imply something for what you.
I did not try to imply anything.
We're good,
I said
we're
what I
good.
said.
For the record, I understood you first time.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I think everybody else understood me first time as well, but
Say
Gio.
what you mean.
Like,
Say what you mean.
like just seriously, not even coming like to you, for you, or anything. In general, I don't think all of us eat our food ourselves. Like, no matter where you're gonna take the service, or no matter how the service is gonna look, it's not something that we can think about regularly. That another man's feeding, man. It's not. You can, if you like that, if you don't mind it, then you can pay for this. Like I said it doesn't mind.
It's down to personal preference. either way.
Exactly,
So
exactly.
if you as a man you feel comfortable having another man feed you a steak as part of the experience, then that's what it is.
Yeah.
If you don't, that's what it is.
It comes down to that. I'm not gonna
Tremble
lie.
up. Why are you smiling?
Like sometimes when I've watched a man open his mouth, look up, another man feed him, I think, what? It's like a bit of a bad beat. But that's just my opinion. It's not. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't.
Everyone's entitled to their
Yeah, it doesn't make him a
opinion.
bad beat, but in my eyes, do you know what I mean? Yeah.
It's a little bad beat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like it's cutting for meat.
Interesting.
And you're allowed to cut for meat if you want. It's
Looks like teabagging.
your oh God, Jesus Christ.
Where did you collect this, man, bro? Where did you
We're
collect
coming off this topic right now. Man said it's like teabagging.
Each to their own, you know.
You know, you see, initially when I said what's everybody saying, it's something we actually do on the pod that we ask how everyone is.
Yeah, how do we divert?
Oh, like
And
in
only,
general.
and,
I don't
and,
even-
yeah,
Divert like this.
yeah, and only Active actually answered. So
Like you mean in life, like.
no, just be like, what you
Oh,
saying,
how
man?
do
You
you
okay?
answer?
You
Yes,
good?
in life, he has some shit to go for shit.
Nah, you don't have to get too much
In
of it.
life,
That's
boy,
okay.
like-
Just
This
be
man
like,
gave a mad suspicious look. Like,
Nah, I'm good, didn't it?
yeah, that's good. It's like you okay,
That's
man.
good, you know,
Bless.
chilling, bless.
No, yeah, that's it. We just do that. And this nigga's looking weird at the camera. They value you, bro.
yeah, I'm good, man.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm there.
Gio,
You know I'm well. I have the.
you see, you don't calm down. Are you well?
I'm well. No, I'm actually
It's
well.
because I didn't even finish. And you're already answering me.
I'm well.
Just because I was saying meat
I'm
eaters.
in a good.
Just because certain man said you like getting teabagged.
Oh, god damn. I'm in a
No,
good
no,
mood
no, it's not
today.
just any teabag, as long as it's gold crusted.
Oh my
As long as it's gold crusted.
fucking hell.
What you saying, Colin?
I am blessed, man. I'm okay. We was talking about work today, and it was tough.
What do you mean?
Like work.
What do you mean by
So
what?
work was fucking long today.
Yeah, it gets
Oh,
like that,
Yeah,
though,
yeah, actually
It
does.
was ridiculous.
It's a
Like I
adulting
died.
thing, it's
Like I felt like a bitch. I was working for the man today.
So yeah.
Yeah.
How come?
Huh?
How come?
Just in general, man.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be working as hard as I was working today, bro.
You guess like that.
Like,
What about
yeah,
you?
I really fought by my life.
For something that's not even yours.
I've said this again, time
the
and
white
time
man.
again. I should have done F. I could do the time. It's fine. I should have done F.
To the time.
Yeah, I mean, there isn't really a retirement on when you can.
Yes, yes.
Stop there.
There is.
I was about to say, yes, the fuck there is. What the fuck?
Well,
There's a retirement time
I've
when-
kind of
when?
got. I've
To do
kind-
F?
Yeah. How many uncles in Niger do we know that?
And that's the problem. No, that's the problem. That's the problem. If you're
To be honest, you do F in retirement.
That is the retirement plan. In fact, I just needed it. Yeah, you're right.
I've kind of got prospects now. There's nothing like. There's no reason for me to logically say I'm going to go and risk.
F
Yeah.
I mean,
present.
If I was in like crazy
Yeah, first
poverty,
offense.
like you're mad. The risk
Oh,
to the
fuck.
risk to the reward thing.
I
is
can't
not-
lie,
it
yeah.
don't make sense
Pablo
for me right
Escobar, he was rich.
True.
You didn't stop him.
True.
now. Yeah, but like that's all you need though. And
Yeah.
he was really good at that.
Tariq.
Yeah, but he
Wasn't
wasn't stopped
even-
any
Whoa,
time.
no, nigga.
He's cold.
This nigga
Tariq.
just said Tariq.
I think
It
Tariq
was
is
not
gold.
Power. James, St. Patrick, whatever his name
Guys, first of all, stop giving me
Yeah.
like people that don't exist.
Yeah, that's why I pointed at him originally
Okay,
for.
50
But
Cent.
Tariq is cold, but we'll move on from that.
Yeah,
Smart guy
50
still.
Cent was good at being a gangster. I'm not good at fraud yet. I have
You
to go and
don't
learn
know.
first.
Try.
You don't know exactly.
Yeah. You're a smart
Bro,
guy.
you ain't never dipped
You're
your toe in the
an
water.
accountant. You're an accountant.
How do you know you
Remember
can swim unless you drown first?
Exactly, you're accountant.
You're an accountant.
Exactly.
You've taken baby
Accountant.
steps towards the right direction.
Really and
Fucking hate the
truly.
lot of
Honestly.
Really and truly,
Like you're actually
you might
an
as well
accountant.
just dive in,
Please.
see how it goes.
You might as well do my
Yeah.
taxes.
Really and truly.
This thing is not even joking. This nigga keeps wanting me to do.
This is personal. This.
He keeps wanting me to do his taxes. He said to go to actually another accountant. Like, nah, Colin, man, you can do my taxes.
Just
Don't kill me.
No, I'm not doing your taxes. So know what you want.
As a cook,
Not on the.
honestly, sorry, it might be.
Yeah.
You know, as officer of the court, I don't condone anything that was just said. Just for future employments, future firms, you know.
You already got a job, man. Stop it.
No, but you know, just in case, like you know, this is just for it's just for entertainment, just purely for entertainment.
This is the same way Losky said it was.
It's for only for entertainment.
Yeah.
Only for entertainment.
Entertainment.
Drew.
I actually believed him.
I believe him too.
I actually believed him. I don't know why.
You believe too? Me or Lowski?
Lowski.
Oh, I was about to say no, because he put it this way for a second. I was like, wait, huh? What are we talking about?
He actually believes Losky, though.
That's just for entertainment.
Nah, I don't believe him.
That's just for entertainment.
What is?
Not 1 second.
So he came out and they asked him.
He's just lied. Came out saying that it's all
said the
lies.
drill's all lies, it's
Everything
just
he said is
entertainment.
lies, it's all
I believe there's a part there's
like
part
he's
part
like
truth.
he's a fictional character.
Yeah, he said.
can't be
Yeah, that
done.
was it. He said Lowski's a fictional character.
It can't be though.
It's not.
You went pen. Surely he's been doing
Yeah,
what he's rapping about.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
like, come on, man.
They actually went pen.
I think maybe like
More than
once.
like without making it too long,
three
much without making it too much of a long segue onto one person. Yeah, I think maybe for the past few years, when a lot of drill rappers see that they're getting a lot of traction and they're blowing, they step off roads,
They have
innit?
to- they're like-
For Bants and that.
Yeah, so maybe a bit of it becomes a
Yeah,
bit
yeah.
for entertainment because they know this is what's selling. But come on, man. Come on, like early stages, like
He did that shit.
You did that shit, innit?
Who saw the thing about Dave?
Oh, I heard about it.
Oh, Dave.
I didn't
Oh,
see it.
let me get my wine.
So, do you want to introduce the topic? 'Cause
Yeah, no.
Bit of background for the
Yeah,
listeners.
I'm just gonna go. So Dave went on holiday, took a
With
bunch.
Fredo for the end there.
Yeah, with Fredo. Yeah.
Trembler,
Yeah,
yeah.
no, because they're friends. That's
Yeah,
what-
yeah,
they're friends, they're boys.
Went on
They're
holiday with Fredo, and I think a bunch of his mates, and then he also then he released a picture, like a Polaroid picture, and everyone in the picture was of fairer skin. I
Those
think
Polaroid pictures are wavy as well.
it was, yeah. Just for people,
Someone get this guy out of here, man.
for people listening, AO came with a Polaroid camera, and now he's just turned it on.
There's a
Because we
nice
said
little flex,
Polaroid,
yeah.
yeah.
You might flex with me, I flex with camera.
Fair enough. Whoa, who flexes
Whoa,
me?
whoa.
Whoever they said that.
Are you
Man said you
sick?
man flex with me. Oh my god.
I didn't even hear that's what he said. Absolute terrorist.
This nigga.
Honestly.
Anyhow now, so like obviously, yeah. So everyone there was like of fairer skin. I don't think anyone was actually black in all of those pictures. And then Twitter erupted apparently. And then because of that, someone then went and dug out old tweets, which I actually didn't see. Did anyone see the old tweets?
Yeah, apparently
Yeah.
they're
He's
bad.
saying how.
Some of them were bare funny, man.
I mean, should I
can't
say it
lie.
or
No, yeah. Say what the tweet said.
It's not your opinion.
he was saying about how black girls are like moths, basically.
Okay.
Oh, wait, is that what he said?
That was one of
that's
them, innit?
Whoa.
Okay, so he said that.
Yeah, something like that.
There was bare. He said like,
Yeah.
he said, I'm never gonna get
burn
one of the
tonight.
funniest ones. He said, I'm never gonna get a blue tick if I keep arguing with these purple wig girls. And then,
Yeah.
but he's like, but I can't stop replying. Another one, he said, melanin bandits.
Yeah, but that was later on. That was when it
Also-
was even. I think it was older when he said, because when he was saying men in bandits, he was like, they would call him certain things.
Oh,
So
he said,
melanin
yeah,
bandits,
these melanin bandits,
they
and
would
Lucifer's
call him.
lapdogs. They were multiple. They were like
He didn't
multiple.
call them. They said they called him Lucifer lapdogs.
No, you got the wrong end
Call
of
him
it,
what?
bro. So he said
Lucifer's lapdog.
He said the same people that were
I
calling me.
don't know.
He said the same
That's
people
a
that were
hell house
calling
to my
me
knowledge, bro.
Blick in secondary school are now saying your skin, the Lucifer's lapdogs.
Oh, he called them Lucifer lapdogs.
And then there was a
that is fucking hilarious.
Then there was a separate tweet where he called people melanin bandits. So
Do
there
you-
were multiple, innit?
First of all, do you know how funny that is?
Yeah.
Say you're sick, you're Satan's bitch. Do you know what I mean? That has nothing to do with a
That needs
color or anything.
inspiration, yeah, but
Lucifer's like, he's a writer. He's actually a writer.
Don't kill me.
lapdog.
I just
Spin
got
around.
That's good alliteration there. Anyhow, so like, what was you gonna say? Your take on it was? Because you said you heard
So
about it.
I haven't seen the pictures in it, and I don't really care, to be fair.
Yeah.
Obviously, as girls do, it was my girl that told me about this, and
I'm surprised.
I said, yeah. God forbid you have an opinion on anything, and you put that in your music, and then people. I said everyone should just be Drake. Drake doesn't have any real opinion on any of his music, so
Yeah.
Drake can do anything, and
No
you can
one
laugh
holds
about
him.
it, but
Yeah.
no one can hold him accountable to it. God forbid you say something that matters, and now because that's how I felt. I said, all right, so what does him making the song Black take away? Okay, fair enough. He's got pictures with white girls, whatever. Well, how does that take away from his opinions in the song Black? He was talking about his experience or the black experience in being in the UK, and that's a genuine song that he wrote. That's how I feel about
Yeah.
it. So how does now? Okay, if he wants to fuck a white girl, if he wants to,
Because so what happened is after like songs like Black and his little tribute to the solicitor that died, and all around how that man helped a lot of the black community, like a lot of the things Dave talks about and was doing, especially with the Brits performance, they put him as one of the Pan-African kings. Do you know what I mean? Everyone put him as like what's that
And that's their mistake, but
pro-black.
I'll
They
get
started
to
putting him
that.
as pro-black. So
pro-black, yeah,
so I
that-
think a few months ago he must have put a picture of his friend on Insta. Everyone thought it was his girl, and the person was
I saw
white.
that.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
and there
yeah,
was a
that-
massive.
I saw that as
well.
There was
I
a
saw that,
massive
yeah.
outrage, and he had to clear up and said like that's not his friend, or I think someone else cleared it up. Wait, my thing is where everyone keeps putting people on pedestals that they want people to be because they talk about certain issues, and then when those people let them down without none of these people self-proclaiming to be anything,
that's how I feel.
and then now you're all disappointed.
This-
Furthermore, furthermore,
No, this is because my guy reason.
furthermore, I've said this about all these Twitter bastards. I've said this time and time and time again. we cannot go around all the people that are saying they are so pro-black now and they're for everything that's black and they are the epitome of what is black, British and beautiful. We cannot go back to each one of those people and look at all their tweets and find out what they were tweeting when they were certain ages or 2015. We don't know. It's people that have carefully curated and hid whatever it is that they were doing when we was in the dark ages of British anti-blackness, which was a thing in this country at some point. There was a time when people went celebrating blackness and everyone was pretending to be Jamo.
Sounds personal.
Yeah.
Not Jamaican.
I am. And ever like being African wasn't the thing and stuff. There was a time when people did not know better.
Yeah, it wasn't cool to be African.
And a lot of people do not want to admit that we are in a place where we know better now, and then they will hold somebody to a certain standard and try to crush them and destroy them in all of their wokeness. Fucking stupid. Fucking Twitter just twittering again. Two things I took from this situation. What is this management doing? They should just usually they're just meant to clean all that stuff up. No one should be finding
It's too far back.
anything.
No, I can't lie.
How do you do that?
No, legit. You just either you do your job as a manager and you go for every tweet.
That, do you know what I mean? Tuesdays.
It's your job.
Yeah, you send up
Like, it's actually
it?
PR.
You're actually being paid. You're actually being
I don't like the way Trevor just said that.
It's fine. And the number two thing about it,
you just type their name and search black.
Literally,
Yeah,
yeah. So
that's true. That's true. Everything
come
comes
up.
And the other thing
That's
is
true.
is how I liked how much he didn't care. Because he just took like so
video.
what
Yeah,
he
he
done,
was
and then he went to a story and then he went and put like a few likes. Again, they weren't even fully black. They were mixed race girls. It was like I got caught in 4K. I listen,
Damn.
like and then
He's like, my black queens, I love you.
yeah. And then you see
dope.
how lighthearted he made that is.
That was the only way to go.
I think it was quite.
It was the
I think
politically right way to
No.
go.
I think it was quite authentic in the sense that when people say you're something that you're not, don't come and bring out one notes page,
Honestly,
and start apologizing for shit that you didn't do because you want to be on the right side of Twitter. Like there's not a whole world outside of Twitter.
Do you know what? Yeah, a couple of things from what you just said and the whole situation. I think it's very important. And you said it because you said Twitter, they basically saw him with a white. It was a white girl. You said something like that.
Yeah,
right?
when it was
it was a whole thing. I think one thing that people need to really understand that being pro-black it doesn't mean you have to be anti-white.
True.
That's one main thing.
But being pro-black means that you have to be with a black woman, though. Apparently.
100. It does.
Yeah.
Okay, that aside, but being pro-black doesn't mean anti-white. That's number one. But even with the whole the one with the whole Dave situation here, even in the video that he addressed it or humorously addressed it here, he said they brought up tweets from when I was 15 years old.
That's cool.
For you to, my whole thing with this thing is it was very the outrage wasn't authentic. It was very it was no I can't agree with that. Not all the time.
Or Twitter.
The Twitter one.
Yeah.
Okay. Not never.
Not never.
But
Depending on the matter, anyway.
But in this specific situation, the outrage wasn't authentic, and what I saw was that he was on holiday with Fredo. He was having his joyous good time, living his life with our Instagram babes of a fairer complexion. Then as a result, you decide to look at his old tweets. Only God knows what will possess you to do so. And then you happen to find something from the age of he was 15. How old are you when you're 15?
No.
I mean, what year you when you're 15? I mean,
Sorry guys, like I think this stems from a deeper root for the black females.
Trembler.
You know why?
Trembler.
Let
You know
him
why?
chat.
You know why? Like, cause yes, it
I don't
sounds
want to serious convo, but you man are too funny.
like yes, it sounds like if it's fake or it's not real. But the fact is, this time because of the whole black thing, like obviously black girl thing. And
What we're doing now,
I think him posting that on Twitter sparks a nerve for the females.
Wait, him pointing one to her.
The photos of the girls.
Of him being with all those,
with lighter girls. So I think that caused them to then
Okay,
move mad,
but
move mad in a way.
I will.
My question is now why?
Touching it because
No, but he didn't do anything. This is my problem. He didn't do anything offensive.
Exactly, but the thing is, somebody who you know to like black females, posting something different at this point in time, it's touchy. You're gonna hit a nerve, innit?
Do you know what he's
You get
saying?
me?
He's saying where like those girls have seen him in a certain light. He's their black king. And
then it goes back
to bear in mind, so far in the news, the white girl who died in you get me? So it's just it's techie right now.
Yeah, but it goes back to you've chosen to put him on that pedestal.
He's not saying that they've done anything wrong.
He's never, what do you call it? He's never once in his head said, yeah, I'm your black king, I'm your black advocate, or etc.
Exactly. So that's even worse.
Try again.
Yeah, but
because it's not worse, but you understand it's not intentional, isn't it? That they're doing this.
No, I get exactly his point because
it's not intentional that who's doing what.
That some of the girls feel this way. Do you know what I feel?
No, but it has to be because you don't. 2015 tweets don't just pop out of thin air. So that means you went to go look for something.
What he's trying to say is, you know how we've all spoken before and we've said, like, this whole thing, especially with our black women, where people have put them in a place where, like, they're not pretty, they're not beautiful, they shouldn't be showing off. Yeah? What if they see him to represent a certain thing, they expect certain things from him, right? Let's just say he's those things, yeah?
Okay.
Where they've seen him show off fair-skinned women, lighter women, white women, and I don't think he's actually shown off as many.
It triggered something.
Black, and do you know what's crazy? Yeah, he could just be there shooting a music video.
It was probably even Fredo. In all honesty, no, I'm not even trying to mock it. But you've just now you've in your mind you've decided to associate him with this with the women that he's posted. Why does that in your head? What you're saying doesn't make sense.
No.
I can't accept it. I can't accept it. I'm not gonna lie to you.
What I'm saying is the deeper thing. The reason behind why they see. Because for optics in general, we've spoken about this. Black women aren't put up there.
Yeah, so right now,
but God bless you. Yeah, it's touchy. I agree, it's touchy. But David, what's his last name? David of all people. Yeah. No. Let's listen.
Make clarity, Santander.
No, Santander. David of all people. Yeah. He of all people as an artist, I think he's probably one of the very few British black artists that hypes up black women the way he does in his music, etc.
Yeah.
So because of this one time that you just happened, and it probably isn't even any fault of his own that you have.
Active just saying how they feel.
It's unfortunate, but
Active just saying how they feel, bro. It's not
okay.
I personally feel.
Shanti was irritated because he came over with the soft voice.
I just personally feel that it doesn't matter the timing. I feel like
100.
I feel like it could have been any time of the year, any season, any month,
same result,
period or no period. Someone said that, not me. That this could have happened because I recall there was a time Chip is not the champion for any black. Chip is just Chip.
Chip is actually just Chip.
Chip just don't run out of bars apparently, and that's it.
Apparently,
and well, not apparently, obviously.
Allegedly,
so far.
I got so far.
Right. And put respect on Chip's name, man.
Yeah, we said so far.
Okay.
And I remember, I think he had a video or something or a picture, and there was just white girls or something, and then that became.
In fact, I remember what you're on about.
Do you know what I'm trying to say? I think anybody that's in the public eye and is represented somehow by the black community.
There's an expectation that's put on you
automatically. On a beam immediately. Because
but my thing is the outrage does not. It doesn't make. I don't even understand what they're angry about. In all honesty,
you understand? What you're saying is true. Actually saying it's true, but what I'm saying is that the timing that he done it caused outrage.
I think I'm so sorry. The thing is, everyone ahead knows I'm a very big advocate for our black queens, innit? But in this specific situation, I agree with him. The timing, I don't think the timing had any what's the word? Any impact on it whatsoever. If God bless you, you can see he's a rapper. You can see. He said, "What do you say?"
Correlation.
It had no impact on it whatsoever, and I still don't understand what they're angry about.
I don't want to stop you like that, but we got a few dilemmas.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Oh, true.
The one thing I was going to say very quickly before we move on from the point is, I just think for no fault of anybody, and I think it's something that's probably inevitable in some cases, but when you're a public figure, especially in the black community, but not just any community, people naturally shape views on you which you have no control over.
Well, yeah, which also as a celeb, you should know that.
Wait.
You should know that. So once again, it's something you have no control over.
That's cool. But come on, listen, you're wise.
Yeah.
Don't do certain
it's true.
things.
No, but that's
Nah.
not true because then
I don't agree with that because that's so you're dictating how I should live my life. Nah, Bridget, that's not.
Look at young ads. Look at young ads.
Bro, it's
Donny
peak,
said,
but
Do you know
life.
I'm a drug
if
dealer.
this was
You're not
anyone
supposed
else?
to- You're not supposed to follow my example.
Do you think as in the thing is if this was anyone else, if this was if
People criticize him all the time.
Yeah.
if this was any other what do you call it, British rapper, I would hear the outrage completely. But even the whole idea that you bring let's say you're mad at the tweets. Let's say you're mad at the tweets. That's the thing you're mad at. David has now shown you from the time of the tweets. Santan Dave has now showed you from the time of the tweets to now. Yeah, there's growth. If anything, there's growth. He's put out a message repeatedly for the progression of specifically black women. So for you not to be outraged because of tweets of 2015, it doesn't make sense.
Cool.
There's no.
Just so we're not still stuck
Sorry,
on
one
it.
thing. Question,
Go
yeah.
ahead.
If someone does the same thing for 10 years, yeah, and makes one change, won't he be like, rah, that's weird?
Damn.
But that's
No.
I see what he's doing, but that's not the same thing.
Would you
But
yes or
do
no?
you know? Maybe I have the wrong impression of Dave, yeah. But I don't feel like
He's done anything wrong.
Not even
Yeah,
just the wrong
I-
thing.
I don't,
even
but
feel
also
like
I'm-
he's this super black woman champion.
Nah, he's not.
I actually don't
He
even
just
see.
spits.
I've listened to his music.
I think he's just
I don't
a
listen to
good
that
barber,
deeply.
but
Yeah. he just makes bars, talks about Professor X, the girls in Leicester and stuff. They're not all black. But my point is, yeah, other than specifically him, obviously the song Black, and also having some political views against the generally more so working class,
government.
more so classism and the government.
Uh-huh.
I don't see him as the
As-
champion for black
Which
women
is,
like that.
which is exactly my point.
If
bro.
it was
'Cause
Rams-
when you exactly if it was
if it was
Rams,
Rams who said "Dark skin, beautiful
Yeah.
girl, you're my queen," that song that he made, yeah.
but I think that's exactly my point though. When you're in the public eye, people make these opinions of you
Yeah.
which you have no control of. So
Yeah, but
people
that's
people
no
have made
one's
this.
fault, but theirs though.
Yeah, but that's my point. It's inevitable, bro. Once you're in the public limelight, there's no
It could
two
have happened
ways
to
about
anyone.
it. And as you can see, it's not just one person.
I don't agree with that. I don't
My
think
point
it
is,
will
as you can see,
happen.
it's not just one person that had this viewpoint of Dave. It was multiple people. Do you get it? So my point is, in one way or another, even though we don't seem like that, in one way or another, he has been presented to people as a
As a certain
champion
thing.
of black
yeah, I hear
women. So, like, obviously, like he ain't doing
I hear-
nothing wrong,
I
but
hear-
unfortunately,
If-
like
if-
to a
if-
fraction of people,
if
he did.
anyone, oh sorry. Wait, quickly. If anyone could tell me what he did wrong, I'm talking about you people there. Yeah. If anyone could tell me what he did wrong,
Put a camera
No,
like that, he's
no,
up.
Yeah,
no.
talking for everyone listening. Talking to everyone that listens.
Oh
to
yeah,
the
I'm
pod.
talking to everyone that listens to the pod. If you could DM me like what you think he did wrong, that would be greatly
Yeah,
appreciated.
Jules
'cause
trying to beat up some people because they don't agree with
She
his
was so
opinion.
No,
Fight somebody.
educate me. No, seriously.
Yeah, just said they will fuck you up if you can't have a
Dilemma.
Just said if you're bad, DM me.
But mad. Go on.
Just said it's gonna scrap everyone that don't agree with him.
Read it. But we're moving off with the stuff.
You're gonna scrap me. You're gonna scrap me.
Let's get in the car.
Cool,
Wait
so
for
we
me.
put out we put out a message on our Instagram story and over socials asking for people to send us interesting dilemmas which we could talk about and we'd get the man them's opinions and just all of our opinions. So I'll just read out the first one. A bit of a lengthy one. But these are always the best ones. So the first dilemma is
You know how you lot think you're whispering yet? The mic's picking everything up.
Don't do it.
Yeah. I just want to let you know. Go
I
ahead.
even forgot about that.
Yeah.
In my head I didn't leave it. But so the first one was I've been friends with a group of girls for 7 years, and over the past 2 years I've realised they've started leaving me out of motives. Initially I thought it was because I was still at uni and lived far away, but this continued even when I moved back home. I confronted them about this and they apologised, but they continued doing the same thing. Then I decided the friendship had run its course and distanced myself from them, and they confronted me about this and I gave them my reasons. They then began gaslighting me and attempting to make me feel bad for distancing myself, not even acknowledging the reason why I did it. Should I cut them off or should I try to work through this?
Nobody is above bloking. That's actually my answer to that. Nobody.
I hate this guy when he says this stuff.
Nobody is above.
But what?
If you behave like bloking.
What's blocking?
Blocking.
Oh, blocking.
Yeah, this way the guy was saying.
Nobody's above blocking. That you already said that the relationship, the friendship has ran its course, bro.
You know, for a second, I don't know why, I thought it was
He's
a
gonna say
guy
something.
with 7 girlfriends. And I was thinking, okay. And then the story carried on. I was like, oh, it's a girl. It's a girl.
Yeah.
So what do you lot reckon? What do you lot say?
I think everybody's was like,
block it, man. Or call it a
Yeah,
day.
like,
Let's give it an in-depth
not
answer.
that to be too in depth, but like, yeah, go.
Why block it?
I block it
Why block it? Oh, sorry. What's the reason?
because it's not a point of embarrassment.
Fair enough.
Like you've now tried. Now they're trying to gaslight you. Now it's just embarrassing.
I heard that.
Let's call it a
I
day.
heard
Even
that.
possibly swings.
Yeah.
As man, them it would be. Anyways, I think. Sorry, go on.
I feel like you should always be able to. I know this doesn't exist in the female world. I always like it doesn't, but I feel like you should be able to be transparent with your friends and say where it is, and they should be able to be
It's funny
transparent.
you say that
with you.
because girls think man them aren't transparent.
No,
though.
do you know, I think in certain friendship groups that exists, but in my friendship groups,
Oh, as in that man them aren't transparent. in
yeah,
certain
no, it
friendship
doesn't.
groups?
Yeah, it does exist. It does exist. Certain man can't even tell another man, I like this girl. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, because like if so that if that guy thinks the
Like,
girl's
is
like
that-
clapped or something.
Oh.
Or just in
okay.
general, I like this girl.
Yeah.
Don't do a thing with her. Or don't you still do it? He's like, what do you mean? Like, man's
Okay.
my turn or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, certain man
Yeah.
can't even have just that basic thing.
Open
I've seen that.
combo.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I know
yeah.
that does exist in certain friendships.
mm.
Doesn't exist in mine. So yeah, like if you can't, in my opinion, my personal opinion, if you can't be transparent with them, then they're not your friends, and it's time to move on. That's just my personal. That's it.
I think a main point is that you said it's like gaslighting you. From when something,
Yeah.
from when something is what do you call it? Interfering with your peace as like a human being. Yeah, that shit's become too toxic to keep around you. So again, nobody's above blocking. Just dead it and keep it pushing.
Yeah. Carla?
Yeah, like I just took time of I took note of how long did you say she was friends with them for?
They've been brethren for 7 years. That's a mad one
Yeah,
still.
no.
Do you think? Wait, sorry.
But it's
Yeah.
I was about to say,
time
do you think time frame is an important factor in that?
One, it's an important time in any
definitely
friendship.
is.
No,
definitely.
because you feel it.
Yeah.
You feel like
Okay.
it's harder to just like. That's why she's asking.
Okay, that's true.
7
That's
years
true,
of
that's
any
true, that's
person,
true.
you completely change. And if you don't, then I'm worried for you. You know what I'm saying?
100.
Like, no,
100.
100. Like, even like a couple months of 6 months of a friendship, like, you probably aren't the same person that you were at the start.
I heard that.
Let
You're
alone
right.
7 years.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? It's not easy, innit? Like,
But it's worth it.
obviously, me personally, I'm not a fan of advocate. I'm not advocate of just locking off your friendships, innit? Me personally.
I am.
We know.
If
know.
it's too expensive, I am.
Yeah, but obviously in this specific scenario, I don't feel like there's much of an option really.
Fortune.
But I'm definitely an advocate of that. Next dilemma was, so I've been seeing my man for about 3 years now. At the beginning, he was saying all the right things and putting in all sorts of effort. Now it feels like things have slipped. I understand over the past year we've been in a panoramic and there are limited things to do. However, I'm tired of just going around to his house to chill. Damn.
I said damn.
Every time I think of something for us to do, he hijacks the idea and does it with his friends. When he says he's too
You're laughing like that.
honestly, when he says he's too hungover or too tired to see me and never makes plans to reschedule, I just feel like he's getting too comfortable and I'm the only one putting effort into this relationship. I've spoken to him about this already, but I don't want to bring it up again as I don't want to nag. Any advice? Oof.
It's a tough one there.
There's a lot to unpack on there.
That's a
Especially
very,
been with
very
him
tough
for
one.
3 years
Tricky
as well.
one still.
Tricky
I
one
think-
still. That's a man that wants out.
I don't want to be one to the dilemma first now.
What I'm gonna say, man, them yeah. You see, is this the,
Techie one.
what did he say? What did he say?
Techie ones.
It's a techie one.
Man,
still.
man, them, just be real, yeah.
That's a man that wants out.
Nah, come on, these quotes,
That's a man.
Wait.
That's a man that wants out.
Wait,
I just feel like I want to speak for because Joe's not sat. Joe's standing. Joe, what did you say?
Said he's done. You know them hitchhikers when they want
Yeah, like,
time to go, bro.
time to
Nah,
go,
nah,
bro.
nah, nah.
Not the hitchhikers.
Wait. Let me understand some facts. This whole the idea is that he's basically now distant or he's not spending enough time with her.
Yeah.
She said she knows she's in a panoramic. So
Yeah.
but when did this whole thing start?
I think
I'm assuming during the
it sounds
pandemic.
So
like
okay. So
Yeah,
with that,
she said at the beginning it was the right things, and now it feels like things have slipped.
okay.
She didn't give a specific. Time
She didn't give a
as to when
specific.
things started
I'll
fucking
give you
up.
two sides of the same coin. If this whole thing started during the panoramic, you can't really be too mad because
No,
you can't.
You can't.
She said that she suggests things for him to do.
in a panoramic. Oh, okay. So this is during the panoramic.
No, is it during the pandemic?
So how can you do with his boys? No, no.
That's what she said.
Okay.
Sorry.
Let me. I'm trying to make sense.
You don't want to do it no more.
I'm trying to make sense. I'm trying to make sense of a situation that you've clearly articulated for us. If you've given your opinion and he doesn't want to hear it, unfortunately he doesn't want to hear it. It's true. He doesn't. I ain't trying to say as carelessly as them, man, but he's not. My guy's not in this 100%. As carelessly.
Nigga, you're trying to give a hard cold fact.
He's
active. Talk to me.
I think he's bored.
Okay.
Not because he's
in the panoramic.
Because of the lockdown. You get me? So I think.
But he's doing it with his boys.
You man are doing it down to lockdown.
No, that's what I'm saying. It can't be true.
You man are doing things, you know.
People still do stuff.
What are you do besides your apartments?
Wait.
Bro. Listen, wait, yeah. I think, yeah. You understand? In lockdown, it's boring. Obviously, like with your girlfriend.
Yeah.
Same thing, chilling, TV, all of that stuff, innit? So I think, yeah, that him playing with his boys is a way of him going out.
But okay, this is two. There's two things.
Going out. You get me?
But there's two things here. She said he's hijacking what he's meant to do with them, and then every time it's time for them to do stuff,
man's not on it.
He said he's what do you say? He said he's recovering.
He has a hangover. Schedule, but he's hungover. Yeah, that's
it's not funny.
So he's
too tired.
He's deliberately not making time for her.
Or it could mean that lockdown has made them think that. Like, they're not good together.
No, he doesn't.
Okay.
Oh, no. That's what I said.
He wants her because it's 3 years, bro. He wants her, bro. It's just that lockdown has changed.
Actually, but we know that there's man them that can be in something for 3 years, and they're just floating.
Definitely 100%.
Exactly. We haven't given my girl clear answers though.
Okay, so
I think she should get wood from someone else, and then she'll know if he cares or not.
Word.
Wait.
Word.
The thing is, I understand the logic.
So it should be someone else and tell him.
I don't condone cheating.
Or cheat, break up, and immediately within the week get wood from someone else and see if he cares or not.
And tell him.
These are the answers of a madman.
If not tell him, maybe let's
slip up. Just accidentally text him.
I can't believe this is the madness advice.
No, you know what? It's making sense still.
It's just a dashboard, babe. Because that's enough.
That's enough. That is
I promise
enough.
you he's not hungover anymore.
I promise you he has time. Tired? What's that?
Are you on someone else's dashboard?
Nah.
Hey, baby, you want to do something? Hey, I sip. Hey, what, baby?
Hey, I sip.
Babe, are you busy?
Hey, I sip.
I'm going to punch somebody right now.
Honestly.
Even better, go on a break. Because you don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Then
make him miss you.
Yeah, then be on someone's
So
dashboard.
toxic.
Be on someone's dashboard. And then go.
Make him miss you.
The thing is, I hate to admit, but he's right.
I can't believe this is the man.
As men, yeah, the best way to get reaction out of us is
jealousy.
You have to man them are very toxic.
Because it restarts the
It
change.
restarts it.
It restarts
Yeah,
it.
wait.
Starts again.
At that point in time, if he doesn't message you as soon as you drop that dashboard something, it wasn't meant to be. But I guarantee you, within that 30 minutes, I'll give a 30-minute time frame. Even 30 minutes is too long.
No, unless
he will message you.
Unless he's
FaceTiming you.
You know what we should do?
Control.
Even no.
He's FaceTiming you. And if you don't pick up the FaceTime,
you know what? He's even doing He's doing the extra bass in his voice as well.
Don't go too far because then he might do his own thing as well.
Yeah.
So obviously,
what? No, he's not. He's crying, bro.
No. There's some men that are toxic. There's some men that are toxicity goes
Do
deep.
you reckon they'll beat that game though? Nah. Do you know why? Yeah, because I don't reckon niggas can deal with it if girls dish it the same way back, bro. Man can't deal with that.
As soon as you
it's mad.
Yeah, like it's mad for man.
You can't.
Moral of the story is that
deal with
dashboard thing's enough. If you snap the dashboard, if you just snap a tattooed snap a tattooed arm there, yeah, it has to be a sleeve and just his sleeve.
Or and then just in case that's not enough, then the next snap you're in a park, there's picnic. There's just the male's voice. Oh, babe, we'll get that.
That's it. It just has to be a word. That's it, babe. No, don't say babe. Don't say babe. Babe's even too much.
Yeah, exactly.
No, just say too much.
It's a link.
Don't say babe is too much.
It's not even a babe thing.
It can even be the beginning of a word, like That's it.
Do you know what it is, yeah?
That's it.
I deeply. She doesn't even have to link her brother. All she has to do is go hotel and snap the location.
Pretend, that's it.
Just get the hotel photo, bro.
That's it. The hotel. That's it.
It's long, bro.
That's it. It's long.
Man's
It's
double.
long.
What?
It's long. I promise you. I promise you.
Do you get it? That's
That's
it.
it.
He's done. He's
That's
rattled,
it.
bro.
I promise you, he's following that snap location and he's coming to ASAP. If
You think he's
if
not-
that man loves you, he's following that location. You man are right.
I feel
I'll
like
beat you, PG. That's it. That's it.
I
That's
feel
it. You're
like
right.
we've given that advice. First of all, I did not know that. I just want to say for the pod, yeah, all the men on this pod right now are some of my closest friends, and I did not know they had this in them. I am shocked. I cannot believe that these lot will betray the male race in toxicity like this. But
It works.
It actually works.
You know, it works. It works.
he's so triggered. But anyhow, I feel like we've closed that dilemma for the young lady. We can definitely say to
Any
her,
questions?
I
Come
think she
to me.
DM her the response.
Any
Just in case
questions?
she doesn't hear it. She needs to hear it.
Any questions? DM us.
fair enough. Cool. So it's just like triggering a minute. Triggering
Just
by
trigger him,
all
innit?
the things
Make
suggested.
him miss you. That's
Make
it.
him miss you. That's
him
it. Make him miss you.
Restart the chase.
Make him miss
Like
you.
if we had enough time, I would like us to go into.
Nah, because don't say it properly. Go on a break.
No, don't go there.
No, listen.
Make him miss you. She's gonna do something like wear lingerie in the relationship.
No.
He's not gonna care.
Yeah, you don't care about
He's not gonna care or send a picture. Look, he doesn't care.
So
Break up with him.
That's it. What
Do
do
you
you
know
get
what,
me for
yeah?
Christmas? Lingerie again.
Oh, that again. What colour red? Yeah.
Babe, what we eat for dinner? Wait, babe, I'm hungry.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
More just says make him miss you.
No, yeah. So he said active what? AO said break up with him, make him jealous, and then we'll find out. Next dilemma because I
one.
think we have just a few.
Yeah, this is the last one. I've been with my boyfriend for 5 years now, and since the beginning, I just felt like his dad hasn't taken to me. I try very hard to build a connection with him, but he seems distant when I'm around. Over Christmas, his dad had a bit to drink and started saying some really hurtful things about me and my boyfriend, and didn't know I could hear. My boyfriend never once defended me, and when I confronted him about it, he brushed it off and said there was nothing he could do about it because that's his father. I'm really bothered by this situation, and I'm starting to feel different about my boyfriend. I'm so confused about it. What should I do?
Sorry.
Techie.
That's a tough one because that's his dad.
Techie.
And them that is a
Sorry.
tough
But
one.
like the thing is, girls hate you when their man don't like back them. You know.
I was about to say sorry.
They hate it
The
so
thing
much.
is, I'm
Now
even
what it is,
surprised as the dad.
They hate it.
Yeah.
I was expecting more dilemmas to be.
techie, innit?
The stereotype is usually the mum that this shit comes from.
Well,
but
either or, innit? Like,
Yeah,
I
forget
think any
whatever
family
parent
dynamic
is.
is immense, bro.
It's
innit?
crazy. This one's a hard one. I feel like
You have
as
to-
guys, one thing we can definitely like empathize with here is the fact that is his dad.
yeah,
Number one, that's his dad, innit?
Yeah, that's his
Not-
first role model.
Not
type of thing.
yeah. Number two, you see how like she's saying that she feels like he brushed her off and she's seen him different. I think one thing you have to do is you have to see that that's kind of who he is. He puts his parents at a certain level, and you I'll let you speak. You have to sort of like think about that. But it's also the other side of things is that's your woman, and she expects you to defend her honor on whatever level. Because to a certain extent, right is right, wrong is wrong.
That's the problematic part for me.
Do you know, I agree with you.
Yeah.
I don't mean to cut you off. It's I think it's because she said it's 5 years.
Yeah, that's the problematic.
How many years did she say?
5 years.
That they've been
So
together.
5 years.
5 years
been
is a long
together
time.
So I feel like she feels
I didn't-
at this point she is very much a permanent
Of the
fixture
family.
of his
Yeah.
life. So for him to not even say anything, and I hear it's my dad, and so some of the mindset might be just let him talk and just keep it stepping. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Mm-hmm.
But I do hear what she's saying in the sense of like it's 5 years. My thing is swallow your pill or move on.
You know what? Yeah, I won't even lie to you. I'll say
Active. I want to hear what Active has to say because
no
he's been
chance.
shaking his head the whole
Yeah,
time.
go on, Active.
wait to move on.
swallow the pill, move on,
Because it's 5 years. Because the rest of it is that a man and a woman has like they're one, right?
Yeah, they're trying to be on now.
You get me? So because it's 5 years, his dad has his wife in it, and you've got her.
Yeah.
You get me? So I think that in that situation, you should back her because that's your wife, and you should understand that. So especially that it's 5 years, it's like that's a long time in it down the line.
Yeah.
So I think that
But he's not. This isn't a dilemma. This is her dilemma. This isn't his. He's not doing that. From the dilemma, he's not doing that, and he hasn't been doing.
Yeah.
5 years is a long time. From
but
2 years,
it's only now that they found out that this. He said.
How long has she met? How long has she known the dad?
No. They've been together for 5 years.
I'm assuming this has recently happened.
So he said it happened last Christmas when the dad was waived.
Was that an example? Or was that an example?
No. This is the first time. This is the first time it's happened.
For 5 years. And
She's
then
always
over
felt-
But when's the disrespect started? Is my question. Just now.
She said that they've never really connected, but then the disrespect happened last
That
Christmas.
never really connected. It means it's been started.
Yeah, exactly.
Go on.
Question, yeah. Who would you rather have a fight with? Your dad or your girlfriend? After 5 years.
After 5 years.
I hate
Bro, I've
you.
been arguing with my dad my whole life. I can pick him again.
Like, I love you.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. You'd rather fight your dad than your girlfriend.
Yeah, 100.
Yeah, but that's,
Why
what,
would he-
but that's what I'm saying. This isn't a dilemma for him because you're speaking.
Oh,
you're
yeah,
speaking
that's
like
a
a
good point.
50.
Yes, yeah.
But we're talking about advice, isn't it? We're here trying to break it apart. That's what I'm saying. Is either she swallows the pill and keeps it moving. That this is it.
Yeah, but
That's what I'm
she's
trying to say.
Has she spoken to my man?
She's having doubts because he
Yeah,
said
she
he said he's
moved
making 5 years. He said he's making her look at a man a different way.
Do you know what?
From there, it's done.
Do you know what? I look
what I'm saying.
for
But
me.
what we don't know how many all the other good things. That's for us to have stayed for 5 years. We don't know.
Family's a
Because
big thing.
it is. But it's not a thing where like the dad is kicking her out or anything. It's a thing whereby she just feels she wants to be in a setting where a man can stand up to his father to defend her honor. It doesn't mean that he can't do it again.
It's deeper than that. It's deeper than that.
Wait, it's not deeper than that. How is it deeper than that?
Fam, okay, because they've been together for 5 years. I agree with Ashley, small. If you've been together for 5 years, I would say swallow or at least weigh up your pros and cons. If you love this man that you know you will marry and you have his kids, cool. But if you're still rocky, cut your losses and duck. You're marrying the family, bro. You're going to see this man. You could say, oh yeah, you want your man to stand up. You want your man to stand up to the dad.
Man's advice is that he should break up.
No, you're not. But you're not deep in it. You're not deep in it.
She should go to the guy and tell him that, yo, like right now, I need your backing. But if you don't change,
the guy is not the okay. For me,
you didn't hear what he said, bro.
Yeah, he said you should go to my man and say I need your backing.
Yeah,
but my problem is in this situation the guy is not the problem.
No,
the guy is the problem.
Give him an what do you call it? Ultimatum. Choose me or choose your dad because like you understand, yeah. Like a point in time in which you got to choose your family or your wife, and the fact is you choose a wife because you can't.
Whoa,
yeah,
bro,
you do.
Listen, you can have both.
Listen.
What's this whole thing about choose?
You can have both, but you got to choose who you got to choose who you back.
Okay, let me.
My girlfriend is never going to be that problematic.
But the thing is, but the reason in this dilemma, yeah, she's
you got to understand, yeah. Your mom has her husband. She's calm. You got somebody else. So when they go, what's next?
Okay. Gio, one thing I wanted to point out to you before I go to him, yeah. One thing I want to point out to you is that all she wants is a defense. She doesn't want. Doesn't want anything to split her.
Okay, but let me.
She just want a man to back her. That's all.
Let me paint a picture for you.
It's not like her and her father-in-law are gonna be brethren. They're not.
Let me paint a picture for you. Let me paint a picture for you. You want your man to back you against his dad. That is fine. Even this dilemma that she's given, I think is very like beginning stages. Fair enough. Let's say you now get your man to back you against his dad. Cool. The problem is still you haven't solved the root of the problem. The problem is still going to be there.
You're finding another problem for her because that's
what do you mean? It's not another problem. It's the problem. It's the problem. The man is just the man.
No,
her thing
the issue is that he's not backing.
Yeah, Dave, please read the dilemma again. She said he didn't defend me. I started to see him another way. When I brought it up, he brushed it off. All she wants is a defense.
Yeah,
she's not trying to change the dad. She's not trying to change the family. She just wants a man that can see her interest and see them as a unit.
Let me answer.
Yes or no? Because her problem was that she said that she's never built a connection and she's tried, but the dad's always brushed it off. So what's clear is that she's always wanted a relationship with the dad. Sorry, go on.
But she stayed for 5 years, so surely she kind of knows that that's not going to happen. By now, you know that's not going to happen.
And that's my point.
No, but
let me answer.
Yeah, but she's already been living with him for 5 years, so she's not going to die. What has changed in all of this? What brought this dilemma here is that she didn't get the backing. It's not. She don't want a relationship.
Let me answer. If it's just the backing that you want, speak to my man. I'm sure my man will come to, especially after 5 years, you'll come to an understanding and he'll back you. But for me,
he brushed away.
But
You said you brushed it off.
then you need to speak to him on a serious thing.
Yeah, that's what we need to say.
My point is that that's minor. That whole backing thing is minor. The main problem at hand is that you're marrying into a family, because I'm assuming the aim is to get married. You're marrying into a family where the dad doesn't like you. When you have kids, what is going to happen?
Gio, okay, here's my question, yeah? If you want to marry into a family and both parents do not fully accept you, that's a reason for you to cut off after 5 years.
Yes.
Or
cool. Yes.
you swallow your pill.
That's fair enough.
Sorry.
Gio said that's enough for him to cut after 5 years.
If I've been okay, let me add more. Wait.
And both the parents don't accept.
But let me add more.
enough.
Let me add more flesh to my answer. Let me add more flesh to my answer.
Wait, no, think about it.
If
Imagine your girl, yeah, the relationship you have with her and that family. Now imagine that family hated you, so everyone was like,
I said the both parents. So somebody. I'm using this scenario.
you said both parents.
Yeah. So I said one parent doesn't accept you.
Oh, you said both parents.
Sorry, I meant to say
but-
one
okay,
parent
But
doesn't
even if
accept
it's one, that's enough, bro.
no. That
okay. To break up after 5
Yeah,
years.
100%, bro.
Okay, cool.
100%.
That-
let me
fair enough.
add more flesh to
Man,
my answer.
Let me just finish one
Wait,
thing
so-
because I
I
haven't said much in this. My one thing on this is if you see if me with my girl, if I was with my girl and her dad was disrespecting me and I wasn't around and my girl didn't back me, that's it, bro. Because for me, that tells me enough that this is the first of many situations where you're not going to take my side.
Red flag,
That's
innit?
it, bro. That's
If-
it.
if-
It's enough. I'm not
if-
saying I would definitely do it, but I'm saying it's definitely enough.
There's
for a
many
reason.
variations to the scenario you just gave.
After 5 years.
Yeah.
There's many variations to the scenario you just gave. If 5 years, yeah, 5 years. This whole 5 year thing, yeah.
Interesting.
If it's a case where you've been with someone for 5 years, again, is down to each their own preference. If it's a case where you've only noticed that the parents, if it's a case where you notice that the parents don't like you, like 4 years into the relationship, so let's say in the 5th year, that's where you clock that it's a problem. You might just decide to grin and bear. But if it's a case where you've adamantly be receiving this constantly for the past 5 years, the fact that you even stay 5 years, first of all, that's even a different situation. Now, in terms of your 2-parent household thing, if it's the case that the mom likes you and the dad doesn't hate you, I'll say you could probably swallow it. If it's the case that both of them hate you, you need to run, and you need to run very fast.
Yeah, I feel like if the whole family does not accept you, it's something
Yeah,
to step. But
that's
my
different.
whole point is, from what this situation points, is she's been living with it. That the problem is that she's beginning to see her man as a
Different light. Yeah, she's seeing him in a different light.
That's the
Okay.
problem,
Yeah,
and that is
that's
the.
not the only.
But that's not the only problem. That's the problem.
Stop trying to solve the problem that she did not bring up in the dilemma.
She's given a scenario,
Oh my God.
and that's the
No,
only problem she's encountered so far.
I'm tired of arguing about what the dilemma is.
I'm not even.
What's the
I'm not even
advice?
saying that. I'm not even saying that. I'm also saying the other problem is now she's aware. Before she didn't know that the dad didn't like.
That's
her.
even more concerning.
She had the
to me.
inkling. She knew that they didn't connect. But yeah,
when
now
when
it's...
nothing's confirmed.
Yeah, okay,
you can
yeah,
hope.
fair enough. Yeah,
You can
no,
hope
that's
because
true.
if I buy him a gift this time, but now it's basically in her face that Donnie doesn't like you or your relationship.
Yeah.
Oh, I keep doing that. Sorry. But so that's another problem because even when she gets past, even if it's not God forbid, but even if Donnie does now defend her right as a woman or whatever it is, she's still now going to feel very uncomfortable in that presence of the family because
Just slap grandkids into it. That's what you actually have to do.
Because low-key, it'll be worse.
That's what-
How does that make it better though?
It'll be worse.
But
Slapping grandkids.
No, that's not my point. It makes it worse. When you slap grandkids into the mix, those are his grandkids.
How realistic? Because this is what I want to know. Because I feel like everyone lives, because your partner's parents are all smiling and being accepting of you. That doesn't always mean
that they like you.
but that's different.
That's
fine
different. That's
because it's
different.
not confirmed.
Exactly, and that's
Okay.
and them not liking you.
Ignorance is bliss.
That's even one. That's even one. But from what she's saying, is she's saying that she's actively displaying traits that she does not like him.
Okay,
she dislikes him.
Let's advise this young lady, guys. So going from AO, what? So AO said
Like
something before.
That's done by what I said at the beginning.
Break up with him after 5 years.
No, it's either you say, alright, cool, fuck it, and you continue,
Yeah.
or you say, alright, cool, fuck it, and you leave.
Okay. If she says if she leaves and then he confronts his dad,
Then
should she go back?
that's up to her. That's
Okay.
her own personal. Because the thing is, her key phrase was,
But he's an idiot for doing that, though.
I'm starting to look at him different.
Cool.
Yeah.
So 5 years already, regardless of all the 5 years, everything good, everything bad that's ever happened, this moment in time has made her started to change her perception of her man.
Okay.
So for me, then now you need to make a decision. Is
Okay.
it do you stay and you say, do you know what, I can live with this situation and whatever it becomes? Or is it time to say juices? Because you know you've deeped inside you. You need someone that can do whatever it is you need.
Fair enough.
And I think that's an important thing. I don't think you can be in a situation where you don't think that you can get 100% support from your partner.
Facts.
You lot spitting active. What do you think she should do?
I think she should speak to her man about how she feels, and then tell her man to speak to her dad. Yeah, he's
Fair
dead.
enough. Fair enough. I hear that.
I think she's got to chat to her dad personally.
She has to chat to the dad personally.
Yeah. I mean, it's a tricky one because obviously, inform your boyfriend this is what you're going to do and then chat to the dad yourself.
Say what?
I think, let him know you heard him sneak this in and just express your feelings. You feel me? Try to build that relationship. But from a more direct point of view, you know what I'm saying? It's a tricky one though.
It's very tricky.
It's a very
bro.
tricky one.
Very
Like,
tricky.
she would never do that.
Yeah,
Go chat to the dad.
That's kind of like what a man them.
Yeah, man to man.
Maybe I'm just looking at it from that point of view because
I can't imagine not doing that. I mean, do it if you want.
yeah, I mean naturally, obviously you speak to the boyfriend first though. Don't go to his yard and pull up on his dad. You feel me? But you clear the air with your boyfriend and say, "This is how I'm feeling," and I will have a conversation with him. I don't think it does you any.
And so, like, what's she gonna get at that conversation? Just clarity.
Yeah, definitely clarity, and I think naturally he would probably respect her more anyway. The
Fair
fact
enough.
that she was bold enough to do that.
To talk. Gio.
I won't like. It's not very helpful, but it's the only question you can answer. I'm not gonna lie to you. For you have to weigh how much how much you, let's say, love my man, and whether you can endure a whole lifetime of his parents hating you or his family hating you. It's literally as simple as that. Oh, sorry, his dad. Sorry. His dad. Whether you can endure being with your man, and his dad disliking you. The whole my man not standing up. That can be that's very patternable, especially if after 5 years you've been with him. Is a conversation that if you've had seriously, he should be able to hear after 5 years. If he doesn't hear it, then that in itself is a whole other
She
issue.
already said he didn't hear it. She said he brushed it off. Bro.
Okay, but
One thing I
let's
feel
say,
like we've not explored in all of this is the role that our parents play in our lives, and whether they're sensible or not, what we accept from them. Because we've been accepting bullshit from our parents for years. Some stuff that's right, something that's not right, and it's crazy that we're here expecting him. Me, as in general, I will be reluctant to outrightly confront my parents, but like definitely if my dad did that, we're having a conversation.
Yeah.
That's just that's how I am. But I can fully understand people that shy away from doing that.
Yeah,
But I
100%.
feel like everybody, no matter how much we take from our parents, there will always be at some point or something that we feel matters enough to us where we say,
This is the line.
this is the line.
And you don't
Yeah,
cross it.
100%.
and your wife or your girlfriend.
Exactly. For some people, that might be their girl. For some people, for me, it was music. At one point, it was like, I'm going to do this. You know what I'm trying to say? At some point, no matter how much restraints they put on us, eventually, at some point, you're going to say
barriers as well.
something matters more than what you're saying to me right now.
Facts.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Facts,
And I feel like that's what's triggering her. Because for him, she did not matter enough
For that to
him
be the
now
boundary.
say,
Oh,
"Bruh,
look at his face.
No, he's spitting.
No, he's spitting facts.
And he should.
He should.
Wait, sorry. And that's not saying that,
This nigga
that
sounds
he
in love.
picks one. He picks either the dad or her.
I'm
I
leaning.
don't
It
think
doesn't have to be outright like pick yes or no.
Okay, but you got to
You think of that both?
You got to sign.
Yeah,
You got
100%.
In this scenario.
Yes,
I mean what Active say, like he needs to back it.
You got to sign
Yeah,
it.
he
Like,
needs to
back it.
The more you grow, you're gonna shy away from the parents, like the parents, yeah, to your girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's one of them ones. The longer you're in a relationship, the more the length of time matters to you. So I don't think it is the case of just picking, okay, I picked my dad, so I'm going to look for a 5-year relationship.
No, not him, her.
So, like, regardless, obviously I'm speaking from my own point of view because I just imagine as a male, but my point is more so just in general.
Yeah.
The longer you are in a committed relationship, the more the length of time matters,
Yes, so-
which is why people brag on. So my point is, because I'm counteracting what you're saying, I'm saying it's not a case of that I can just decide, okay, because the reality of it is this year, you might not agree with your girl. He might generally be thinking, my dad is not bugging, my girl's in the wrong. What do we do then? So at the end of the day, he values his 5-year relationship with his girlfriend, but he doesn't think his dad's done anything wrong. Do you get it?
It's not always clear cut, and it's
always
not
clear
as
cut that
easy
I
as
need
well.
to pick one. I'm saying this from a man point of view, so I just don't want, like, I know that it's a girl. I'm just saying it's not always that clear cut.
Even the point that he says is either you pick the dad or you pick the girl. I've low-key thought you got that misconstrued. From what I understood from what he said is that you either pick the, what do you call it, let's say your man, you enjoy the fact that the dad is doing etc. Even the whole your man backing you thing, because I think that's a minor issue compared to the overall picture. The what do you call it, you pick the man Okay, you pick the man. What do you call it? Let's say later on down the line, you pattern him enough for him to stick, but you pick the man, and then you stay in that relationship knowing that the dad's not gonna like you, or you pick the fact that the dad doesn't like you, you cut your losses and you dip. That's how I construed his.
That's exactly what I'm saying. I'm saying you don't cut your losses and dip when you've been in a 5-year relationship. That's exactly what I'm saying. I did. What part did I misconstrue? I thought I got it right.
I thought you misconstrued her.
Yeah, because you said essentially she picks one or the other, her man or her dad. If she picks the dad, she's got to leave, right? That's what you man are saying.
No, he picks
He was
her.
talking about him.
He's saying.
Oh, so I got him misconstrued.
Yeah, he's saying
he's
that
got to pick,
Donny
not she's got to
needs
pick.
to pick.
Yeah,
He's saying
exactly.
Donny
That's what I'm
needs to
saying.
either defend
If he
his dad
picked- if he
or defend
defend-
his girl.
Yeah,
That's
so
what
you're
he's
saying. So,
Okay, no. Sorry. And then your point is, if he shouldn't have to, or the whole picking thing is a bit techie for him. Let's say,
Yes,
because let's say
that's-
he he values that 5-year relationship,
Yeah.
but he doesn't necessarily think his dad's bugging. But
Yeah.
even in that situation, then
like,
she
depending
has a
on what
whole
the dad
nother
said.
issue to deal with.
Yeah,
if she doesn't
depending
think,
on what the
if
dad
she-
said as well.
If he genuinely doesn't believe that and she genuinely in her mind, she's going to the extent that she sent a dilemma saying the dad is bugging, but he doesn't think the dad is bugging. There is a whole other issue, but that one is little.
So
You need to face that right now.
this dilemma flogged us,
Yeah,
but
so
we've given
Fela,
her.
you didn't give your opinion.
Look, God, it's
No,
The thing is, you guys don't like her options.
Wait,
She doesn't like her options. She's known her options from before she said it.
Okay, it didn't flog us. I just wanted to close stuff.
You
But
didn't
you wanted
give
to
your
know what
opinion.
my opinion is.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I just feel like my man has to, like, this is really, I've just realized when we're talking about this that this is actually quite close to home for me, and it's not as easy to face up to your parents. Whatever it is, it's just not. It's and like they can also gaslight to make it seem like yeah, because at the end of the day, these
tell you
people
that
that
you
brought
fed
you up, took care of you and stuff, and now you're trying to defend an outsider's honor to them. It's never gonna sound or seem calm. But the truth of the matter is, like,
when you're not married
but
as well.
that's
but I was.
but that's wrong though.
Wait,
God
I'm
bless
not
you.
saying what's
Yeah,
right.
They'll tell you for the school fees they paid for. Everything
Yeah.
that they did.
Anyhow, but as a man, yeah, it's up to you to decide
Exactly.
what is right or wrong and what you stand for in general. Do you know what I mean?
But disagreeing
And-
with your parents doesn't necessarily
Yeah,
mean
but
that you're
Colin, you
Lord
can't-
Jesus, let me speak, people.
Sorry.
Like you've had your
Sorry,
says,
bro.
and you're just gonna repeat what you've said anyways. My point in this situation is that she obviously like expresses to the depth. If you tell your man that, you see, brother, what you done, yeah, like we're not the same anymore. This thing's not feeling what it is anymore. We need to talk about this, and then they figure out what that dynamic is gonna look like. Because I feel like it's a thing where each side is gonna have to take a. The dad's not gonna like her. Okay, he's
That's
not.
done.
Full stop. But my man has a decision to make. If he wants a successful relationship going forward, not that I'm a relationship expert, I just feel as though it'll make sense for him to like
Chat to his dad.
approach his dad, let him understand that this is what his actions has done to relationship, and he will appreciate it if he just keeps them fucking fools to themselves next time.
Yeah.
Talk to his woman and let her know that he's kept the honor. Dad's not gonna like you, but you know that I've got you. End of the story.
I
That's
agree- I agree with
how
that.
I see it playing out. In a good way. Those things can happen and it doesn't play out the right way.
But
Because like
dad
me,
might tell you, "Shut up."
me as a person, I don't even like people coming to tell me who to talk to or who to talk to my family.
100.
Like you could come on a certain thing and you make sense, and you've called me on the wrong day and I'll tell you,
And
you
I'm-
shut
I'm
the
not
fuck up.
hearing
This
it.
whole thing,
Yeah.
fuck off.
even your resolution, I don't necessarily think it solves a problem. That was my main thing.
I'm not trying to solve a problem. I'm just approaching this dilemma.
Wait, so you're not trying to solve a problem?
But that's the point,
I'm trying to solve this particular dilemma. You keep going back to the fact of the dad and this
Yeah,
happy
but
family that they're gonna have. It's
the
not going to
dilemma
happen.
that she's given-
Dad's not
okay.
gonna like her.
Yeah,
no,
that's-
not really, not essentially,
Hmm?
not really.
What do you mean?
Because it could be a thing where if the man speaks to the dad now, like on a serious level, the dad might be like, fair enough, I hear you, son.
Okay. Anyhow, listen, I've had so much fun having the man them in. I wish we had some time earlier so we can actually just talk bears.
I'm done.
Definitely gonna have you two back. This was too
100,
relaxing,
100.
too much fun. Seriously, definitely gonna have you lot back ASAP.
True.
I just want to thank everyone for listening to the pod. Make sure that you do follow us on Instagram at UNFILTEREDPOD _ that you follow us on Twitter at UNFILTEREDPOD 1. You subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts. You follow us on Spotify. You leave those ratings and then reviews on Apple Podcasts. And from everyone at Unfiltered.
Socials, you need to plug them in.
Oh yeah, you want to plug the man them socials. Listen, okay, so Active's the DJ. Aries is an amazing artist. Just want you guys to plug your things quickly. quickly.
Oh, Twitter is DJ Active _ Snapchat is Active Junior, and Instagram is DJ
Junior,
Active
another nickname.
_
What'd you say was the last one? He spoke when you were
Yeah,
speaking.
sorry, what was it?
Instagram is Active Junior. I got to check still. I'm not sure.
Okay, fair
what my
enough.
Instagram is.
Fair enough.
No plug.
No plug.
As I'm not on socials right now.
Oh yeah.
Where can you find your
AORS
music?
_.
Yeah, it's AORS_. You can find
Don't mind him,
AORS_.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Spotify.
Don't mind him.
I
Yeah.
don't mind him. He's a
More of your music.
Yeah, he's there on
Don't know.
the mountains.
He's in the mountains for now.
In the mountains.
Anyhow, seriously, thanks. Save for the man there for coming. What just happened?
I don't know.
I looked down, look up, and people were laughing.
Go on.
From everyone at Unfiltered, yeah, literally, we're out, we're
Yeah,
done,
right,
we're gone,
right,
we're
right.
gone.